If you've been on this channel for a while, you have seen that I used to do screenshots or different ways of taking thumbnails. But recently, I have found a different way to make the thumbnails look more interesting and more vibrant to anyone who is clicking on the video. So today I'm going to show you how to make those really cool, really unique, and sometimes very detailed images for your thumbnails. And it's very, very simple. It doesn't really cost anything and pretty much nothing actually. And also it looks very detailed. So first up is we're going to go and choose an image. So I'm going to show you the image I have right here. Now, this is just a random image from one of the other videos. You might recognize it from there. If you do, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is just a random image I pulled from the video that I usually use for thumbnails, just to make it so, you know, someone's not clicking on it and seeing something completely different, most of the time at least. So the cool thing we're going to do here is we're going to go into, as many of you know, ChatGPT, and we're just going to drag and drop the screenshot into here. Now, why you're doing that is because you need to give ChatGPT to work. You have to have some basis for it to use. Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to describe a scenario that you want to portray in your thumbnail. So, you know, let's try something like, you know, a baby, because I use that in one of my previous thumbnails. You might see it on screen now, or you just go look for it because it's a cool video as well. So I'm going to say, so we're just going to type basically this image with a baby body and keep the face the same. Add a background with a nursery or baby like environment. So the reason we're doing it this way is that you're telling it what it has to do. You're telling exactly what you want in the background, and you're also telling it just how to make the image look overall. So if all goes well, and it might not come out good all the time, it should give us a decent image to start off with. So it does take a few minutes. So I'll walk you through it and just a few things as well. Remember to also do this ethically. I don't think ChatGPT even allows you to do it with, like, you know, doing profanity stuff. But remember to do this ethically, use it properly. We're trying to create a way that, you know, makes it easier for us to do things and simplifies and makes it more efficient. You're not trying to have, you know, you cross the lines and do things, but you can see that we're doing pretty well so far. It's getting close. You can kind of see the silhouette here, or like the frosted silhouette. But from this to what it looks like here, looks pretty decent so far. So yeah, this is a very easy way to do it. I'm going to show you another step after this to give you an idea of what to go and do further to make it so it's your own style, but you're still using AI to help you with. Okay, so look at this. So this is our original image. So you can see my face, the mouth is open to like show some expression. And then we go here. I'd say it did a pretty good job. It matched my skin tone. It looks pretty legit. It has some baby-like imagery. And what you can do after this, it's very simple, very easy. And so what you're going to do now is you're just going to click download. And I'm just going to quickly resume after I get to the point I want to show you, because this stuff is going to just be whatever you have on your computer. Okay, so now we are in my Photoshop file where I make my thumbnails. So you can see some of like the bars and things that I usually put just to make it more of a brand, or like a way to tell that it's my video. But yeah, so we're going to go here and I'm just going to drop, or I'm going to just drag and drop the image that we just created onto this specific file, or this like thing. So 1 second. Okay, so now I'm going to drop it onto here and you'll see what happens. So now we have it in here, and this is kind of what I mean is like use it logically and still make use of it so that you are becoming efficient. So, okay, this might be a bit big. Let's just make it a bit smaller. And okay, so now we're going to place it. And then, okay, so that's pretty good. I'm going to actually duplicate this because this is a previous one. And then we're just going to use the copy for now at least. Oh, I went inside. Let me just redo that. Okay, and go under. Yep, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to drag and drop this into the actual file we're using. We'll just take that out for a sec. So now we have it here. And I mean, yeah, I have a lot of stuff in these thumbnails, but some of it's not used. Yeah, it's just for me to understand mostly, so no one's really seeing it anyway. So, okay, now we're putting it here. And you can see now we have the text here. So, you know, we'll just make it a different thing. Like I'll just write, I'm just going to type it very quickly. Baby, cinematic, you know, just random stuff. You can get the idea. I'm not going to change all of it. Kind of a waste of your time. So we have that here. But when I go to make it a step further and personalize it so that we're not just using this image statically, you can even just technically use it statically, but I would say just go a step further to make it your own, like put some creativity into your thumbnails. Go here and find the image. So it's this image here. We're gonna put a mask on it. And essentially what you can do now is take our paintbrush tool, and obviously we're gonna use black because that's how you remove things. And now we're just gonna bring back in the bars that I have here that I put on all my things. And yeah, this is just quick and easy because I have these thumbnail files set up so that it's just a system. I don't have to keep going and redoing everything every time. I recommend doing this, by the way. But yeah, so you can see we brought it back. I'm actually gonna just put that away 1 second. Yep, so you can see here. And if you want to make this stick out a little more, maybe we'll take some of the stuff out here. I'm just doing this quickly, but just to give you an idea, you can play around with this and do what you want. But then we have a thumbnail now. Like we have something that has our branding or like colors. It has the text clear. I mean, play around with it, like I said, but you get the idea. And we have a decent image. Like you can use this as a thumbnail. I might put some of the images I've used to make it on the video now, but you can get the idea from this. So in a nutshell, this is a very easy way to create detailed and very good looking thumbnails without having to do much effort. Back in the day, before a lot of this AI stuff, we had to do all this manually, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was very hard to do, and a lot of people took a lot of time to do it. Now it's simpler and makes us more efficient, where we can spend our efforts somewhere else. So this is just kind of my workflow of doing it. Everyone will have their own, but I just think this is the simplest and easiest way to do it. It didn't take many steps. The only way you'll have to spend more money is you have to pay money for ChatGPT if you want to get it done quicker, which will just speed up your time, but yeah, you're paying for it. But mainly for Photoshop or any of the softwares that you're going to use to make it. That is the one thing that you'll pay for, because I'm using and paying for Photoshop right now. But you can use things like Photopea, or I think there's Canva or other things that should give you more or less the same functionality and be able to create stuff like this with multi-layers, editing the image non-destructively, destructively, whatever you want. So yeah, there's plenty of options. I'm down to help anyone who needs help. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'll be glad to answer as many as I can. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see another cool one, be sure to look at this one over here or check out the channel right over here. And if you want to hit me up on social media, it'll be somewhere on screen now. And I really hope to see you next video. Peace.